at basic probability. So Stevie spins a fair four-sided spinner. On the probability scale, mark with a cross X the probability that spinner lands on A. So what I need to do is I can see here there's four sides. So the first thing I'm going to do is know that my answer should be out of 4. So I'm just going to write a fraction out of 4. And how many letter A's are there? 1. So 1/4 is my probability. And now I need to put that on this probability scale because I've not yet finished the question. It clearly asked me to put it onto the scale, so I need to make sure that I do that. And I know 1/4 falls between 0 and a half. So I would just label it there. Now we've been asked to write down the probability the spinner lands on C. So again, I know my denominator is going to be 4. And there are 2 C's, therefore my answer is 2 over 4, or 1/2. Okay, please be really mindful. If the question hasn't actually asked you to simplify it, I'm confident that is 1/2, so I've put that. But don't make the mistake of trying to simplify it and getting it wrong. If it hasn't asked you to simplify it, then by all means you don't have to. Okay? So Sophie spins a fair four-sided spinner. On the probability scale, mark with a cross the probability the spinner lands on a 2. So how many chances are there? There are 4, and 2 of them are 2. So 2 over 4, which we know is equal to 1/2. So my X needs to go on the half. Right, write down the probability that the spinner lands on 4. So there are 4 chances, and we need to look at how many of them here say 4. None of them. So my answer is 0. Right, the probability of an event is marked with a cross on the probability scale. Write down an estimate for the probability of the event. Right, I can see 0 and 1, and I know straight in the middle of that falls 1/2. Okay? Here is a list of 8 numbers. One of the numbers is chosen at random. Write down the probability that this number is a 9. Okay, it's told me there are 8 numbers, so the sum of probabilities is going to be my denominator. And the numerator is going to be told to me by how many of the number 9 appear here. And there is just 1. So my answer is 1 over 8. Right. There are 11 pens in a box. 5 pens are red, 4 pens are blue, 2 pens are green, I should say. On a pen, 1 pen is selected at random from the box. Write down the probability the pen is green. Again, my denominator will be the amount it's out of. So that's 11. And the probability the pen is green, it's told me up there are 2 pens that are green. So my answer is 2 over 11. Again, bit of a trick question here. Write down the probability the pen is black. Well, I don't have any black pens out of that 11. Therefore, my answer is 0. Right, an ordinary fair dice is thrown once, and these questions always crop up in your exams, okay? They always want you to test that you know what is on a dice. So what I would do is just write out the numbers that I know are on a dice. A normal dice is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. On the probability scale, mark with a cross the probability that the dice lands on an even number. So what I'm going to do here is just underline the numbers that would be even. So I have 2 is even, 4 is even, and 6 is even. So there are 3 numbers that are even out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 over 6 we know is a half. Therefore, I'm going to make sure my X is on a half. Right, part B. Write down the probability the dice lands on a number less than 3. And this is where writing out the numbers on the dice comes in really handy because I've already got it up here. So a number less than 3, 1 and 2. So 2 over 6, which we could also write as 1 over 3. Okay, an ordinary fair dice is thrown once. On the probability scale, mark the probability the dice lands on 10. Well, I've just written out the numbers on the dice, and a fair dice only goes up to 6. Therefore, it cannot possibly land on 10. So my answer, if it cannot possibly happen, is that it is on 0. Okay, and I'm just going to scroll through some of the questions now. Let's have a look at this one really quickly. Fair 8-sided spinner. So 8 is my denominator straight away. I've already been told that. The probability it lands on an A, 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 3/8. This question is exactly the same as the others. We just may get confused because of the vast amount of words. And it is absolutely fine. You just need to take your time. A total of 250 raffle tickets are sold. One of these tickets will win the raffle. Each ticket has an equal chance of winning the raffle. Write down the probability that Raphael's ticket will win the raffle. Okay? It is out of 250. My question told me that. And he only brought 1. So it's 1/250. Therefore, the probability that Raphael's ticket will not win the raffle is 249/250 because they are all the other tickets that were sold out of the ones that he did not buy. Lastly, let's just finish on these 2 questions here. So the probability of Barry winning a badminton match is 3/8. Work out the probability that he doesn't win the badminton match. The sum of all probabilities is always equal to 1, which means 3/8 leaves me with 5/8 before it becomes 1. For it to be 1, it would be 8/8. Therefore, if I do 8/8, take away 3/8, what is left? 5/8. This will help us with this question here. The probability of Timmy winning a tennis match is 0.7. Work out the probability that Timmy does not win a tennis match. Okay, the sum of all probabilities is always equal to 1. 1 take away 0.7 gives me 0.3. Therefore, the probability that Timmy does not win the tennis match is 0.3. Okay, this was just a quick tutorial and I hope it helped.